Silence, please!
Welcome back to my channel.
What are you doing here?
Another episode of video game Roastrespective.
Oh well, better late than never.
I play retro video games that are based on movies and television shows and other intellectual properties from the past.
If you destroy a history book, you cheat future generations out of knowledge of the past.
I react to a new game most Thursdays at 10:30 on Twitch.
You're a liar! Liar, liar, pants on fire!
If you haven't checked out any of my other videos, please do so. I'll post some links in the comments.
Okay, I misunderstood. I'm sorry. I made a boo-boo.
Make sure you like and subscribe, favorite, click all the bells and notifications and all those things.
Why do I get the feeling we forgot something?
You can check out all my social media stuff right there.
I didn't want to embarrass him by drawing undue attention to it.
And if you have any suggestions of other games you'd like to see me play on the channel, please leave those in the comments as well.
And now, without further ado,
I wanted to do one that was just kind of silly and fun, based on a sitcom, actually, from the 80s. It was on when I was like 10 years old, something like that. I wasn't the right age for it, and I definitely watched it.
racked with curiosity, cloaked in conundrum, and carrying a thesaurus.
The ALF video game, based on the television series. That's me, I'm ALF.
I'm panicking.
A puppet character created by Paul Fusco, a puppeteer and comedian, and this was his famous thing. He created the character, wrote the show.
But that's not where I got the money.
ALF is an acronym for alien life form. ALF is getting impatient.
Gee, how do you suppose that happened?
He's an alien from the planet Melmac.
A planet whose motto was, "Are you going to finish that sandwich?"
He is found by a family, and he lives with them. ALF eats cats.
He ate mine too.
Besides Full House, they were another Tanner family. Oh my god, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
This is Gordon, everyone. Gordon's an old friend of our family.
The alien creature's name is Gordon Shumway for some reason. That guy just comes out of nowhere. He's real grabby. Look at him.
If he didn't like your shoes...
You mean he'd shoot a person just because he didn't like his shoes?
No, he'd just point at them and go...
Why does their back door just go right out onto an expressway? You go out the back door, there's a lake. And then if you go out the front door, there's an expressway.
Don't get into any trouble.
All the businesses are closed. I turned into a ghost elf.
I hadn't noticed. I was too busy flailing.
What in the hell is going on here? Oh, I guess I used the cat to stop the mouse.
Yes.
Oh, come on, you idiot. Oh my god, this is already like the worst game ever. I don't know what this thing is.
Oh, that's just nuclear waste from my spaceship.
I thought it was a hot dog. Bats don't like hot dogs, I guess. Oh, it's a salami stick?
Life on this planet will exist as long as that little lid doesn't pop off.
Elf thought he was so hilarious. His jokes were bad, but it was just like a lovable character. And everybody else thought he was cute and funny, except for the dad, Max Wright. That was the guy who was like the nerdy dad on Elf.
Don't worry about Willie. I'll keep an eye on him.
He was like doing crack or something. They had a nosy neighbor who was later, it's the same actress, I cannot think of her name right now, that played Jerry Seinfeld's mom on the Seinfeld show. One time did spot Elf, and they like convinced her that she was crazy.
It's called a 2-layer pineapple surprise cake in a sun hat trick.
I have $50 in cash for some reason.
Where did you get $50? Have you been going through my purse again?
Ah, so I can buy a key. Does anyone else find it weird that I would go to a store to buy a key that unlocks a door in my house? Why do you have this?
This is my fault.
I can sell my salami too.
Tell that to my cousin, Pretty Boy Shumway.
And then he would go, ha ha, I kill me. Alf would make frequent appearances as a guest on like Hollywood Squares as Alf. It wasn't the guy.
Take a square.
Let's go with Alf.
Alf from the NBC show.
Kind of like the Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens thing, where the guy never really made appearances as himself. He just was always Alf.
Let him sit up here.
All right.
Jim Henson would make appearances as Muppets and stuff, but he also made frequent appearances as himself with the Muppet.
All we have to do is hide the artist.
Such a weird concept. Alf didn't serve a lot of purpose. Like, he just came down from another planet and then lived in these people's garage or whatever and told them jokes and tried to eat their cat, and they kept him around.
So what's for dessert?
Like, I'm not surprised that there's a video game just because it was such a popular character, but they're definitely struggling here to find logical things for Alf to be doing.
You just clog up a sink and dance around it, right?
So then there's a swimming board. I think ultimately the problem with the show was that he just couldn't go anywhere. So they kind of just like ran out of storylines.
Shows what you know, Daphne. I don't even have a brother.
Are you going to keep playing? He's all, I'm probably not going to keep playing, Elf. I'm not getting any younger, you know? Game over.
1 minute to go, Luckmeister. Then I'll be down on you like a buzzard on a gut wagon.
I was not expecting much because it is an Alf video game. Like, just jokey interaction or maybe like chasing cats around. But it was definitely fun to check it out and to think about Alf. But definitely not good.
That's everything.
You fucker.